So the last time I came over, when I put Gunner back into his crate, he lost his mind. He started barking and kind of just panicking. I couldn't get him to settle. So we want him to like his crate and think of it as a safe space rather than a space that he only goes in when his dad goes to work for long periods of time. So here I started playing the Find It game, and I just tossed treats into his kennel, and then I tossed treats away from his kennel, so he never really knew where they were going, and he just had to go find them. And then he was still leaning to get into the crate, which made me realize that he was pretty uncomfortable. Um, he didn't really fully go in, which is also why I made the crate a little bit bigger so he was more comfortable in it and there was more room for him to move his little ears around. But basically, I just tossed a treat in his kennel, said find it, and then I would toss a treat outside of his kennel, like in the hallway or over by like the door, and he would go find it. And then I would toss another treat inside and I would vary it. And then I also asked him to sit a couple of times and worked in other training. I did this also when we were working on recall, so I would toss treats into his kennel and then I would walk away and recall him to me and say, Gunner, come in the other room. And then he would run to me. And then I'd go back to his kennel, toss some treats in, and then do the same thing. I would feed him in his kennel. I would give him lots of enrichment in his kennel, all of his bones in there. Here I started closing it when he got all the way in, but only closing it for a second and then letting him back out. He sat down as soon as I closed it, so as soon as he sat down, I opened it back up and he could come back out. I also realized that he was more comfortable when I was down on the ground with him and not standing where I was standing. So I got down on the ground with him and started to do it that way instead. And I could close the door a lot faster that way. You can see his body language change even. He gets so happy. So then I close the door for a second, lock it, just one, and then I open it back up. You could probably lock both of them and then open it back up. But he needs to get used to the door closing without being left alone for a really long time. So I'd practice that.